Alright everybody, welcome back to my Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough. Last time on this last episode, we started investigating a murder, so we're going to continue doing that. We're going to do some other things around the Nexus, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Hiram! Hiram! If she's the compound, call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed, even if I have to.
Does not sound good, guys.
No, get him off me. Get
Sunflower seeds. What problem you having, dude?
You okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry.
Never got to take my vitamins this morning.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that
And
now.
now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Yep.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine. I don't know.
Find out why. Be careful.
All right, moving on. Docking clamps?
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilkin murder case.
I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilkin and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in
I'm
the
just
turmoil.
saying.
When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
I appreciate the information.
Of course,
From
it kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
the suspects.
So the body was never examined?
words, I don't
Important
think he
piece of
did
a
it on
murder
purpose. I think
investigation.
he's telling the truth.
Can wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Especially after hearing how they found him, you know? And the fact that they didn't examine the body. That's a big no-no in a big murder investigation. You always examine the body of the person who was murdered. The only time you don't is when you don't have access to the body for whatever reason, like it was blown to smithereens. But that still hampers the investigation. Any medical examiner on an investigation team will tell you that the body needs to be examined.
Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nilken-Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief
You're
Reynolds'
sending
body.
me there anyway.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in
I'm
Andromeda.
going there anyway.
And I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I
But you
hope
are.
anything you find reaffirms what's been done. But if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
Do ya? Do ya really? Alright, anyways. Merc.
We are working on accessing more power from
I did forget completely about this feature while I was on Habitat 7.
The saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
I wonder if anyone's seen or go through with this on and be like, what's the Pathfinder doing?
This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Or all of the data. What do you mean? There we go.
This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
I'm going to go
Well, shit.
confront.
Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
I'm going to go confront them in a minute. I have some people to talk to here before I go back to the
What if they
Hyperion.
store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
I like
Thanks,
this Larry.
Mr.
He's so enthusiastic.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Or lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the
You look
scourge
so
flows
sad.
like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket? Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Yep.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know. The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans for a school are underway to inspire a new generation of young minds. I want to craft a model of the cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you. And my thanks.
Alright.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
I always hit some rocks for science.
What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Trend technicians, please report the... Coupling added.
I believe I gotta talk to Addison first before leaving as well.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated.
Honor your deal with
The
guys.
station and my clan both
You make a
need
deal
me
with
here.
someone, honor it.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with a genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them, either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it.
Earlier.
I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty
That
of
buying a new disc
but Andromeda
is the
is about
solution to
new
my Mass Effect 3
beginnings.
problem.
My people need that more than most.
Otherwise, I wasted $13.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
I really hope that the mutation completely does away with the genophage for these guys. Because, I don't know about you guys, but I always cured the Krogan because I think it was wrong of the Turians and Solarians to
Nothing more for now.
sterilize them.
Try not to die out there.
It's pretty much amounts to murder, considering that the babies are
Yes, I know the Hyperion doctor
fully
caused some
formed
switches to blow. That's
and
fine. I don't care.
at the point at which they die. Remember, is there anyone else I need to
what
talk to?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And
My face is tired.
to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died.
My face is tired
pulled
from
those
seeing
logs.
him die.
What happened with Pathfinder?
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role, eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home.
Just
the Milky Way.
This is even if it was hereditary,
mess.
doesn't mean that it would become inbred.
Ryder, maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
There's also this strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
The possibility of going to another galaxy would pull me away too, from anything. Well, almost anything.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends, or...?
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a Pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes that we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative.
But
we
you
came here
need
to make history,
defenses
Ryder,
for
not repeat it.
any civilization.
Goddamn poetry.
Civilian outposts
You've had no
are not.
colony successes in
It needs some military
How many tries
defense.
is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't
She's
get a foundation of outposts
talked to her
to feed the
dad
initiative,
quite a bit.
we might as
I
well
like
be
that
600
because
years
I
dead.
liked her dad a lot.
Alec promised a lot. None of
It's
it panned
her why
out.
I'm so sad
That's
that
what
he
you're up
died.
against. Why people won't trust you.
I see so few of them, and yet
Prove me wrong.
like them so much.
Hyperion are on hold. Please
I'm sure I'm going to talk to Cora first.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
She understands the stakes. If I fail, we...
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan.
They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your brother's doing.
Cora certainly has a lot of faith in Ryder. Probably because her dad did. Sounds like she had a lot of faith in her dad. You. I need a word with you.
Yes? I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
The real saboteur could be setting you both up.
Because we both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we
Security cams. I saw where those were.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams.
I need to solve
Raj,
this problem.
You there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you.
Raj. Respond, Raj. I have a feeling that it was Raj. Why would he reply? Come on, Raj, reply. You're being suspicious right now. Network access.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Somebody working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Human male. Alright.
Negative match.
Nope. Why are you sitting here with your gun like that, man?
Inaccurate match.
Nope, not you.
Biometrics do not match. Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't
I
here
should punch
when they
you
kicked out
in
our
the eye.
loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people. Killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
It's not really up to
Not
me,
my
guys.
call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
Alright. Well, anyways. Now that that mystery is solved, it's all the time I have left for this video. Next time we'll head to EOS and see about finding the body for the murder investigation and completing the mission that I am on. In the meantime, guys, like and subscribe down below if you'd like to see more. Thank you all for watching it so far. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments section below. Keep it real, spread the love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!